So begins the end. But not time.
I've never seen a being this strong. Maybe one.
Unity, and when this world is scorched, I will come for my great prize. You will come to Earth. I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for anti-life, looking for those who robbed me of my glory. I will stride across their bones and bask in the glow of anti-life, and all of existence shall be mine. It shall be so, my master.
Alright, yes, shalom, shalom. Alright, back at you with another lesson with the power and spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi in the hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass. Give double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and the house of David is rising. Alright, man. So, dark side, Lord of the Apocalypse, is coming. And I just had that image, man. I'm just gonna follow on from the video I did yesterday. Fearsome image, and they got certain bits right. The red eyes are correct. They're on point according to Revelation chapters 1 and those verses. The red eyes, but you know, we know they go back to the scriptures. Everything go back to the scriptures. He's angry. He's angry. The red eyes symbolize anger. But yeah, Yahawashi has a woolly beard and woolly hair. But this is just to give you an idea, man. Yeah, the Dark Lord is coming, man, to avenge the earth, to bring death in the earth. The Dark Lord, the dark side, right, man. So, and we know that he represents the apocalypse, the dark side of the apocalypse. We went into that, and I just had to bring out some more precepts on it, because I think it's a very fitting what he's bringing to the earth. Very, very, very fitting in accordance to Revelation. He's going to return. Revelations 1, he's going to return, and he's angry and he's mad. And I looked this up. I looked a little bit more up about his powers. I'm going to go in a little bit more. The dark side has powers of telepathy and telekinesis and can create sonic avatars. So when I looked up sonic avatars, zoom out, so you can see. Like I say, I had a vision on us getting new bodies. So this is just giving you an idea, visualizing sonic avatars. What are sonic avatars? Because he's got powers, man. He's got powers of telepathy. He's got powers of superhuman strength, stamina, durability, speed, intelligence, high intelligence, and senses, density control, flight, regeneration, right? These are just a few things, man. 1 Corinthians 15, we went into that, you know. Extraterrestrial. These are extraterrestrials we're looking at. All these superheroes, according to the comic books, which they get them from the scriptures, all the comic books. Someone gave them visions. You know, the spirit world, maybe they got it from the left hand side, but the left hand side and the right hand side is controlled from Yahawashi. So they got the ideas from Yahawashi, whether it be from the left hand side or the right hand side. Regeneration, solar energy, protection, it was definitely from the left hand side. Hydrophobic disques, I'm butchering that one. Hydrophic disques, man. Technopathy, right? So I'm going to look up all these words, but in another video maybe, because I'm interested. I'm curious to understand. These are things that we're getting. Abaratazar, we're getting these things, man, because and more. These are just a few, and yeah, the ability to create height, to manipulate height, to get smaller or to get bigger, to be gigantic, to be able to grow in stature. Because right now we're short in stature, we're small in stature. According to the how we used to be the ancient, us in the ancient days were much bigger. You might even call us giants in them days. Yeah, stature and in reputation, we were giants compared to how we are today. We're worms today. So these are just some of the things. I wanted to get into this. I wanted to look this up, and then we're gonna hit some precepts. He has those things, man. Telekinesis. He has telekinesis, telepathy. He can create sonic avatars now. Sonic avatars, right? Sonic practice the consciousness transfer being performed on Jake Sully. Sonics is the study and or practice of using the mind to induce paranormal phenomena. Examples of this include telepathy, telekinesis, and working of the outside world through psychics. Man, this is in serious things. This is some spiritual thing here. High level. Sonic is the study and the practice of using the mind to induce paranormal phenomena. Man, so that's why he can overpower a lot of them other superheroes. He's known as one of the most fearsome superheroes out there. And beware of the man with the power to create catastrophe. That's a video, one of the videos I done on the Medusa touch. The Medusa touch with that man in it. What's his name? Chad Dawson. I forgot his name, but something to that effect. He has the ability. One serious actor, but in the movie, the Medusa touch, he has the ability to create catastrophe, to control and manipulate buildings, crash planes via his mind, telepathy, right? And you might even call it sonic avatars, using the mind to induce paranormal phenomena. You think we ain't gonna be able to do that? Psalms 60, is it 62? Well, I think it might be 82. We are gods. Yeah, so we're gods, right? Gods in the making. But right now we're men dying on the streets, right? But most are going to bring us back to those ancient days, those gigantic days when we were running things in the earth, when we had the backing of our power, Yahawashi. So look at this, man. Dark side, the meaning. This story shows a dark future where dark side conquers Earth with a anti-life equation and put the human race under control. That's what he's talking about. He's coming back. In those quotes we just looked at, some of his quotes in the movie. The movie, what was the movie called? Justice League. Justice League something and another. So yeah, is it Zack Snyder, Justice League? And so this is giving you an idea on the spiritual side, on the dark side, because you know what, Thanos, dark side, Doomsday, all those men came to destroy Earth. All those so-called super villains came and they was angry and they came to destroy Earth. Oh, and also you got the other one there, Adam, Black Adam. Yeah, they portrayed them as the bad guys against the military. They was mad about. They was previously enslaved, particularly Black Adam. He was enslaved, an ancient slave, and he came back and he wanted his revenge, and he got his revenge. Black Adam. and he avenged, and he was mashing up the military, the army, the soldiers, the planes. He's mad. Dark side and all these so-called villains. They're against this earth. They're against the status quo, and they come back for revenge, and they destroy. And there's no force that can come against this particular villain here, so-called villain, which is a good guy too. Thanos, the Thanos, a good guy. Black Adam is a good guy. Doomsday, he's another good guy. He's the one that killed Superman. He killed him in the movie Man of Steel versus Doomsday, and he dealt with the Man of Steel, and he dealt with Wonder Woman too. But it's all bullshit at the end of the day. It's all fiction at the end of the day. But you know, they get it all from the scriptures, which we know the scriptures are the real truth, 100% truth, better than any movie. The book of Samuel, the book of Judges, Samuel 1 and 2, Judges, Joshua, the most action-packed movies you'll ever get. Kings, First Kings, Second Kings, all of them, man. Daniel, they all get them from those action-packed books in the Bible. Oh, Maccabees 1 and 2. Second Esdras 1 and 2. First Esdras and Second Esdras. You know, particularly Second Esdras 13. It talks about the return of the chariot when he came back. Action-packed, man. So as we more understand the Bible, we more understand the left-hand side and the right-hand side. When you look into the Bible, you understand both sides through the power and spirit of Yahawashi. You get to understand who your enemy is and what's going to happen to your enemy. And you may play a very big part. Most importantly, we going to play, our brothers, are a very important part in this movie. Right? We're going to be looked at as we may be looked at as the villains. This story shows a dark future where dark side, dark to them, but it's light to us. Yeah, because he's coming back to conquer this wicked earth that had Joshua, the prince of the power, the so-called black people in slavery. So yeah, it's not good news for you. It's dark news to you, but it's light for us. With the anti-life equation to put the human race under his control. Yeah, what is Yahawashi coming back to do? Destroy the wicked and put them in shackles in slavery where the wicked belong. The Eves, particularly the biggest enemy of Yahshua and all the other nations, the Goyim too. So this is why they're afraid. This is why they tag them with these names: Dark Side, Apocalypse, Doomsday, Black Adam. Black signifies bad, darkness. They're good guys, man. Right? It means that he is it. Doesn't have a second part. Dark side is everything that is and has been. Dark side is God. So you see, you telling me they don't get that from the scriptures, man? Of course they do. They get all these things from the scriptures, man. So he's a villain. So we're going to hit some precepts. The abilities he has: psychosis, telepathy, longevity, right? Longevity, because he's mortal, man. Again, 1 Corinthians 15. Extraterrestrial, immortal. Time manipulation. Nah, boy. You think Yahawashi can't control time? Well, Yahweh controls time, which right now we know is speeding up time. Yeah, and when we get into our kingdom, we're going to slow it down. Psychics. Yeah. So he's got that spiritual, that vision. Vision, the ability to, that's another thing too, man. The ability to control vision. Or vision, and the promise of all visionaries: superhuman strength, stamina, durability, speed, intelligence, and dense and senses, super senses. Right, we looked at this already. So yeah, man, that's the power of vision. That's what the power that when you can vision and visualize things, that comes in with that. Dark side is an extremely powerful being, filled with power. He has great physical strength, endurability, invulnerability, and omega beam, which are a vision power. Right. How does it describe Yahawashi in Revelation? The omega, the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. Because there is no beginning and there's no end of the alpha and omega. So you're telling me they don't look into the scriptures, man? Which they do. Enough said. We covered that, but you know what? These precepts, I must be allowed to bring out these precepts because it really does touch the point, man. And look at him there. Look at his face here. You telling me he ain't mad, right? Telling me he ain't angry? When you see them red eyes there, just to give you an idea, back again, Revelation chapters 1 talks about Yahawashi's angry red eyes. Right, man. Let's hit some precepts. I must be allowed to bring out these precepts to kick the ball out the park to end the video. So, just a couple, and we're going to check out some words. Job chapters 13, we're going to look at some of them. Chapters 18. We're going to read from 5. Because they really do sum it up, man. Job chapters 18, we're going to read. Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Yeah, just in those quotes, when I opened up the video, the quote saying that he's coming back to destroy the wicked. He's coming back to destroy all the enemies of the earth, man. To control them. Because that's what he's about. So that's Yahawashi, man. You understand? Which this is just giving you an idea. Yahawashi is on a far higher level than what we can think about and what we can imagine, and even what we visualize. He's on a higher level than that. The spiritual world. Just let the movie play out. Job. Now we're going to jump down to 6. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle. Yeah, you can't make this up, right? Dark side, right? The Lord of the Apocalypse. How some people might say dark seed. Well, for the sake of this, we're going to call it dark side. That's his name, man. The Lord shall be dark, right? The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Might come back to that through the power and spirit of Yahawashi. Try look at the word, look up some of these words. The steps of his strength shall be strained, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Yeah, he's going to fall into his own net that he made. Talks about all those in Psalms. He's going to be falling into his own pit that the enemy has made. He's going to fall into his own pit. Right? The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength and shall be strained, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Right? They ain't gonna get their new world order. Right? For he is cast unto a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. You see? The net he throws out, he gonna fall into his own pit. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his foot. That's an interesting word there. We want to look that one up. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. Right. It shall devour the strength of his kin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. And that gives you an idea. Dark side and all what he's talking about, coming to the earth, destruction, and there's no person that can test him in strength. He's saying this. Wonder Woman said he's so strong, there's no one could. And they think Superman's going to be the one. We know it's a big joke at the end of the day, but we're just giving you an idea. Abba Ratazar doing this video, bringing out the precepts, the appropriate precepts. Because we know what this movie is about, Yahawashi's movie. A lot of people don't know. So this is all spiritual. That movie was spiritual. The dark side and all what he represents is spiritual. All these so-called superheroes. Right, here it is. Again, we're going to look at this word. Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the sparkle of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Now, because I'm talking about dark side, let's look at this word. Let's look it up. The light shall be dark.
Strong's H2821. Chashach. Chashach.
How appropriate, since we're talking about dark side. To be or become dark, grow dim. Right, and yeah, Yahawashi does represent darkness to them. Again, but he's light to us, salvation to us, glory, majestic, power. Right? You're gonna bring the end of all wars. The icing on the cake's gonna be the missiles. So of course it's gonna be dark to them. It's darkness to them. And yeah, we're getting glimpses of it already with these electric blackouts, EMPs. Right? We're getting glimpses of the Yahawashi return now. These are just glimpses, because when he returns, man, he can do that. So that he gets your attention. The only light we're going to see is those lights of those chariots, man. It's going to be dark down here. But we're going to be looking to Yahawashi for light. You know, when there's a famine of the word, when there's no light. Again, that vision I had a little while back, when everything was dark, there was electric magnetic impulse, EMP, everywhere. And the only light I saw was a chariot coming down. I mentioned it in one of my videos. And the chariot came closer, and I thought it was just going to stay there, but it just kept coming down closer and closer and closer, until all my electricity in the house lit up. It just clicked on. Everything clicked on. My all my power clicked on. Light in the house, my laptop, my tabletop, everything came on, man. So there will potentially be a big blackout, and for those who are going to get the light, who are going to get salvation, are going to see the light and be saved via the light. And Yahawashi represents that light. But it's going to be dark to the wicked. And look, I came out, when it came down, the chariot came down, I came out the yard into my front space, and I looked left and right, no light, darkness, no street lights, nothing. Next door neighbor, no lights. Both sides, my next door neighbors, no light. On the other side of the road, no light. Just a light from the chariot. And only my house was lit. And that is a vision, man. That was last year, mid last year sometime. And yeah, man, so these are visions that, you know, Most High giving you hope, giving you light, pun intended, giving you visions, man. Visualizing, so we can visualize what is about to take place in the earth. To become dark, grow dim. But yeah, you ain't gonna get no light, you, the wicked. It's gonna be darkness to you. Hence the video Dark Side. The title of this video, it's gonna be, yeah, the King of Terrors. Yeah, Yahawashi, the King of Terrors. Something to that effect. I'm gonna title this video Yahawashi, the King of Terrors, or terrors shall visit the earth. So yeah, man, ain't gonna be dark. To grow dark, to be or grow dark, to have a dark color, grow dim, to make dark, cool to be dark, to hide, cancel, obscure, confuse. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Yahawashi gonna bring the darkness, man. King of Terrors. Right, so you can understand, man. Dark side, Lord of the Apocalypse. And Yahawashi is the Lord of the Apocalypse. We're just using these little visuals and quotes from these movies Just to give you an idea of the spiritual, because it's all spiritual. Yahawashi is the king of the darkness to the wicked, so he's the king of terrors. Yeah, shall be put out. It's going to be put out, man. What's going to be put out? Let's check this one out. His candle shall be put out. Go out, be distinguished, dry up. Right? All his knowledge and the hope for this carnal world. Right? All the lies that he's been telling going to dry up. All the witches and the warlocks going to dry out. To go out, to be extinguished. To be made extinct. They're going to be made extinct. To be dried up. So I'm going through this all through the spirit. The spirit, I'm just this is like to be distinguished, to be quenched. A knee-jerk reaction. I'm getting into these words. For the power and spirit of Yahawashi, it's like a knee-jerk reaction, man. Because I had no intention of looking at all these words, but let's see how this video plays out. What? Because I had to do a part 2 to this, and these precepts had to come out. So yeah, that light in verse 6 of Job 18, that light shall be put out in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. So it's going to do what? The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his knees. You know, I've got to look that one up there. What's happening over there already in Alabama, California? They're in terror right now with the floods, the hurricanes, the tornadoes over there. California, Santa Cruz, all those racist places where they had where they had the Gadites and the Reubenites under their yoke, terrorizing them. Mosai's terrorizing them now. Yeah, their hope is all rooted out, and terror's making them afraid, all left, right, and center. And the Mosai ain't opened up properly on them yet. He's just giving them little appetizers, little tasters of what is about to come. Terrors.
Strong's H 1091. Balaha.
Yeah, and this is the spirit, man. The spirit wants me to bring it out. So I must be allowed to bring it out and read these precepts. Right. Terrors, destruction, calamity, dreadful. And we already got an idea, but you see, we're just putting the vibration out there so that they can understand and let them feel it. And they're feeling it now. Yeah? This is the hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass, man. Dreadful event. Now, he looks dreadful, right? But I'm telling you now, even him, even that is just a little visual. Yahushua's face is 10 times, he's angry. He's angry, man. He's mad. Red eyes. Dark side. Look at that. Just so you can understand, man. Terrorists make them afraid on every side, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. Alright, man. Shall drive him to his knees. There's a lot of meat in there, man, but you see, I just want to we're just scratching the surface for this particular video right now. You see, the point is already made. Yeah. So Job 18 and 11 says, terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his knees. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his kin, even the firstborn of the deaf shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. King of terrors, man. I looked it up, but you know what? I got another one. Because this is about what is about to befall you, enemy of Yahshua. This is how it works. Whatsoever a man soweth, that he should also reap. This is how it works. Psalm 68 and 34 says, ascribe ye strength unto God. His excellency is over Israel. Right, he's coming back to protect and save Israel. But the Goyim and the other nations and the 2/3 of the wicked, all the wicked, have to go. But his strength, His Excellency, is over his elect. And his strength is in the clouds. He's on his way. He's here. As a matter of fact, we see the chariots, man. The eyes are here already. O God, thou art terrible out of thy holy place. The God of Israel is he that giveth strength and power unto his people. Blessed be God. Now, we looked at this yesterday, but I wanted to check this word out here. Strength, we know he's going to revive us. He's Yahshua Allah. We're just worms right now. He's going to revive us, give us strength, give us power, give us authority over all these military, the government, the political powers. We're going to have that strength over that. We're going to be victorious, yeah? Ezekiel 37 talks about how he's going to give us that strength. By the hand of my people Israel, we're going to deal with them. I wanted to look at this word. Power unto his people Israel. Blessed. Here's the word here. I think I might have let's go back here. Let's go back and check it out. This is the one we want. O God, thou art terrible out of the holy place. The word terrible. The God of Israel is he that giveth strength and power unto his people. Blessed be God. Our God, thou art terrible. The word terrible. Let's go in.
Strong's H 3372. Yareh. Yareh.
Yareh. Okay, was that? Say that again.
Strong's H 3372. Yareh. Yareh.
So fear, revere, be afraid. Wow, that's terrible. To fear, be afraid, to stand in awe of, be eared, to fear, reverence, honor, respect. Yeah, yo, shall I come back? He ain't playing. He ain't gonna be playing. To be dreadful, to be feared, to be fearful, to be dreadful, be feared, to cause astonishment. Right? You're gonna bring him to their knees. You're gonna bring them to their knees. To aspire reverence or godly fear. Or to make afraid, terrify, to shoot poor, and all the above, man. To aspire reverence of godly fear, to cause astonishment. Enough said, man. You don't need to overkill, really and truly. You know what, Yahawashi, he gonna do it. He gonna do that when he come back. Isaiah 63. He's the one that's gonna be tearing shit up, treading them down like the grapes. And that's just the way it is, man. This is the way the movie's playing out. There's nothing nobody can say about it, man. You understand? Let's check this one out. Psalms 118. I called upon the Lord in my distress, because David, we know David was a high level spiritual man of the Lord. Yeah, he reverenced Yahawashi, and he wouldn't go to battle unless he had the backing. He would always ask, shall I go up against them? And when Yahawashi said yes, Yahawashi said yes, he would act accordingly. If it wasn't time, he would act accordingly. That is why he won all his victories, man. He had them in derision. The enemy, he had them in derision. So I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large place. So again, Ezekiel 37. Right? The King David's them. I'm gonna follow suit. Is it Zechariah 12:8? Yeah, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and in that day defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and at that time shall be that house And at that time shall we be as the house of David, as an angel of the Lord before them. Yeah, the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? Right. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Right. Who's talking this there? Let's just double check. Thanksgiving for the Lord's saving goodness. Yeah. So we know this is David. Give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, because his mercies endure forever. King David. And he's giving glory and he's showing, the Most High is about that life, man. Respect. Because he puts him through the battles and he makes him successful. He gives him the neck of his enemies. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to be confident in princes. All nations can pass me about me, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. And he's talking, King David is talking, he's walking the walk and he's talking the talk. Because he's talking from experience, man. Right? They can pass me about, they can pass me about, but in the name of the Lord I will destroy them. That's coming around again, man. And all these precepts, I'm finding them very therapeutic. And Lord Abaratazar, this is the edifying video to all the sincere Akim. When you read, I've done a video previously, reading and applying the precepts is the best cure. So we're taking our cure right now. This is the best cure you could ever imagine. Reading and applying the precepts. Let's read this now in we want Psalm 18. Let's start from 30. As for God, his way is perfect, the word of the Lord's tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. Yeah. So rather than putting our trust in man, aka Yahawashi, we put our trust in Yahawashi. For who is God save the Lord? Who is a rock save our Lord? What's the title? Head title. Lord praise for thanksgiving. Yeah. Psalm of David. Yeah. Let me read this. What it says about the introduction. The top of Psalms 18 in my laptop says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spoke unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. Right? And that's why he's saying what he's saying. I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. Because this is a song of David, giving glory to Yahawashi. Delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of his prime enemy Saul. And you know what happened with Saul? As David was just carried on serving the Lord, King Saul, who started out in a righteous way, ended up unrighteous, and he ended up falling upon his own sword. So really, it was very stupid to go against David, a man who had the backing of Yahawashi or Yahawashi. It was counterproductive. All you have to do is trust in the Lord and serve the Lord, and he will give you the neck of your enemies. It's counterproductive going against the Lord. Point blank period. And like I say, that's coming around again, man. For he is God, save the Lord, or who is a rock, save our God. It is God that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet and setteth me upon my high places. And these are all words of experience, because King David was about that life, man. So you can understand, he was about that life. None of these so-called make believe fictional characters couldn't hold a what's that? They couldn't hold a feather to the real thing, the real deal. They couldn't hold a feather to King David. None of these fictional characters. But we're just going doing this video for you so you can get an idea. This is all spiritual. He teaches my hands to war, so that the bow of steel is broken in mine arms. So we know these precepts well. You know, we're just doing the drills and going over them again. Drilling the truth. Yeah, and smashing the lies that's out there. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holding me up, and thy gentleness have made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my foot did not slip. Most High had him, man. He had his back, he had his side, he had his front, he had his legs. King David saying that he couldn't slip, man. The Most High had him. Yahawashi had him, delivered him out of his enemies. As it carries on, let me carry on. And I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. Over past, he's talking in them. He's like he's actually in the battle, while it seems as though he's in it. This is him talking as if he's in the battle, man. You can just get the feeling and you just get the visuals all in your mind when you read these precepts, man. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are falling under my feet. And just visualizing slashing them and mashing them and crashing them and rocking them up. I'm just visualizing right now. And this is therapeutic, man. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. There's a lot of juicy words in here we could go into. We get into the kicker. They cried, but there was no one to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. The enemy, they cried, but they ain't got no God. Yahawashi is for his elect only. For his elect only. Then did I beat them small as the dust. Before the wind I did cast them out as dirt in the streets. Right, now this is the kicker. I want to just check this one out here. Just break this one down, and that's the end of the video. What did he say? Then I did beat them small as the dust. Check this one out, man. This is real. And Ezekiel
Strong's H 6083. Afar.
Yeah. I was going to say Ezekiel 37. Yeah, we're going to do that again. Yeah, we're going to get our lick back. Most High is very generous. You can make sure that his elect going to get their lick back too. And this is what King David is saying. Right? The word dust. Dry earth, dust, powder, ashes, earth, ground, mortar, rubbish. Dry or loose earth, debris, mortar. Right, so this is what we're going to be able to do to our enemy. We want to dash them out. If you've ever had the pleasure of picking rubbish out of the litter out of your house, or any kind of gardening, throwing litter, cleaning up the garden, or dashing litter out the litter bin out of your yard and just dashing it, it's what we're going to be doing to the enemies. You know what? When you're doing that, why don't you just visualize you're doing it to the enemies? When you're taking rubbish out of your garden, out of your yard, cleaning up, just picture that's your enemies, man. Visualize it. And that's therapeutic, man. Yeah, I know that. I do know that. Dry earth, dust, powder, ashes, earth, ground, mortar, rubbish, dry or loose earth, debris, mortar, right? And these are other words for rubbish and or dust. So I just wanted to hit that, man. The Most High Yahawashi is the King of Terrors. And so you can understand, so you can get an idea using this image here. which they're not rude. It's not the actual visual of Yahawashi, which we can get into that with the white woolly hair and the white beard, the red eyes. The red eyes ain't too bad, not too bad, but it does give us a little idea, and everything is spiritual. This is Yahawashi's movie. Yahawashi's
I've
movie.
never seen a being this strong. Maybe one.
Alright, so yeah, man, I want to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. Give me the spirit to do this video. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. By Hashem Harakak give double honors to the elders and the apostle of Great Millstone. And the house of David is rising in the year of all the hopeful prophecies coming to pass. And everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future, is falling upon their own head.
I've never seen a being this strong. Maybe one. He's back. I've never seen a being this strong. Maybe. I've never seen a being this strong. I've never seen a being this strong. Maybe one. He's back.
I spent a lot of time trying to.
Can it be true that you have found it? I have, Great One. The lost world is Earth. Anti-life is here. If it is redemption you seek, find the third box, synchronize the unity, and when this world is scorched, I will come for my great prize. You will come to Earth. I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for anti-life, looking for those who robbed me of my glory. I will stride across their bones and back to life, and all of existence shall be is here. If it is redemption you seek, find the third box, synchronize the unity, and when this world is scorched, I will come for my great prize. You will come to Earth. I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for anti-life, looking for those who robbed me of my glory. I will stride across their bones and bask in the glow of anti-life, and all of existence shall be mine. It shall be so, my master.